Welcome back to GoodKnitKisses. I'm your host Kristen, and today we are using Red Heart Boutique Dash to make this lovely scarf. And I had made this actually for my mother, and you can see it right here. And this is going to be crocheted. And here she is at Christmas time. That is her scarf, and she just absolutely loved it. It's more of a cowl or just a long infinity, just depending upon the person and your gauge. So let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and open up this wrapper here. Okay, and you're going to notice something about it. First off, when you open the wrapper up, you're going to have the directions inside. This is going to be your instructions for the pattern. It says it's rated as an easy pattern. It's called a hand crochet cowl, and it's going to be in a circle like a hank. Okay, if you see, there's joined places here. So you're going to open all these up, and after you do that, you'll roll it into a ball. Just make a hand rolled ball. I'm going to do that right now. This is also a useful time to use a Swift. If you own a Swift, you can actually put it on the Swift and work directly from there and not make it into a ball. Or you can make it this way. Now I found the end. I'm going to just set this aside. Go ahead and move this around. Now that I've discovered that this is, you're not closing it with anything but scrap yarn, I can actually just cut these. I usually wait to cut them until I find out if it's part of the actual yarn or not, or if it's scrap. Okay. Still keeping my tail over here. Okay, so the end of this one is using scrap, but this side's the actual tail, so we want to cut the scrap and not the tail. I'm going to actually stop and use this on my yarn Swift. Okay, I just wanted to show you what it looks like on the yarn Swift, and I am getting ready to pull from it. So this is what's going to be happening off camera. If you hear some noises, that's this moving around. All right, we're going to get started. You can roll yours into a ball and put it into a bowl below you. I'm going to leave mine on the Swift today just because it's easier for me, and I want to actually do this all in one take for you. I've got my directions. I'm going to set them off to the side. We are affiliated with a Crochet Crowd. Thanks, Mikey. And we present this to you for Red Heart. This is by their design team. The gauge is not important for this project. It will be totally made in the round. We'll join in the end, and just make sure that you've got everything untwisted. Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to start with a slip knot. The pattern does not say to do that, but I like to because I can see that better and get a feel for it actually staying in my hand. Now, this first chain row is going to be really, really loose, so it may take you a moment to kind of feel out where those chains are, but once we get started, it'll go really fast. So now the directions say on row 1 of this hand crochet cowl to use your hand and loosely chain 4 stitches and turn. So we're going to do 1, and I just pulled that way too tight. So let's get that together again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now we're going to go to the first one here. I've got 1 chain, It's so hard to see. 2 chains and 3 chains. So anyway, it's really hard to see. So I'm going to go for this first one here. It says second, but that's the way that it works out for me when I did it. So now that I've got that, I'm going to make sure that this first chain is very consistent on my hand. And now I'm going to pull that through. Okay, so now it says to single crochet in each of the next 2 chains. So we already went through this one. Now we're going to find the next one. I'm going to pull through here, leaving the 2 bumps on top from the chain. Pull it through and pull it through. Okay. And now we're going to find the last one. Pull through your working strand, leaving that other one still on your hand, and pull it all the way through. All right. Now it says chain 1 and turn. Okay, now it's starting to look like something, so you can kind of see it a little bit. That first chain is the more difficult. I'm just leaving this as is so you can see what kind of struggle I have with it. It might be easier for you, or you may have to feel the stitches out a little bit. So now we're on rows 3 through 16, and all you're doing is you're going to single crochet, which is SC, across 3 stitches, chain and turn. So you're just going to continue to do that. So I've already done that first chain on that previous row, so now we're going to single crochet. So you can see these 2 little bumps here. You're going to put your hand through. If you need to cinch this up a bit with your working strand, go through, pull the working strand so you have 2 on your hand, and pull through. Okay, let's do that again. The next one, 1, 2, pull through, and 2. Okay, now the next one is actually this one. So it's kind of hanging here, and it'll start stiffening up here, but you have to actually go down, all the way down. If you miss this, then it's going to look off. All right, pull through, and I'm going to say and 2 because we're pulling through these 2 here, and 2. Okay, see how that works? Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. Okay, tighten that up again. Now you can see it's sort of forming something here. So now we're going to go through, make sure and grab these 2 on top, pull through, and 2. Go through the next, pull through, and 2. And then the third chain, third single crochet, pull through, and 2. Chain 1, turn, single crochet, this is the first one, pull through, and 2, single crochet, second one, pull through, and 2, single crochet, third one, pull through, and 2, and chain, and turn. Okay, you can kind of see how this is working up to be right now. So we're going to single crochet, and 2, single crochet, pull through, and 2, single crochet, pull through, and 2, and chain, and turn. So your stitches are extremely exaggerated doing it this way. We're going to pull through, and 2. The first time I did it, I had to keep redoing that foundation row just because it was so hard to see, and it's really, really loose. So the fact that they have this made as a yarn is really great. Now you can make your own finger knit cords here, I-cords. I actually have a video on how to finger knit. So if you've used one of those before, made those little cords, then this is something that you can use for it. But if you don't have the time and you want to try a nice quick project, a quick present for somebody, this is perfect. Okay, I'm going to speed this up and you're going to see it come to life. So this says rows 3 through 16 are going to be repeated the same. I already have made about 17 of them, and I can do a few more rows of this. So I'm actually going to make mine longer. I'm going to use all of it except for enough for a tail to weave through. So you can stop after 16 rows or continue until you have a nice long tail to connect them. And notice that I'm being fairly sloppy with this, and it actually doesn't have to be consistent, and we'll kind of hand block this out here in a minute, and I'll show you what I mean. Row. I can tell I have about a yard left, so I'm going to do this last one. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to pull through this last chain, take it off of my Swift, and then just go ahead and pull it on through this last chain. Okay, so now we've got that closed up, and we're going to take the ends, and you can, this is the time when you can kind of pull it out, work on it, accentuate the stitches. Okay, so we're going to connect these together. then you can just hand weave these in. I'm going around and over and under and over and under and over. Just weaving this in. Okay, and then what you want to do is just take your tails and then weave them in. And because it has a color pattern changing, I like to go through where it's a similar color to make it less obvious. Okay, so if you've got like quite a bit of access here, then go ahead and like if you've got this knot, go ahead and hide it in the middle of where that seam is. Finish weaving in. And when you're ready to stop, so I've flipped it on the inside here and you can see that. So this is going to be hidden from view. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this on through. It'll let me. There's that original knot, and because it's a knit tube, it's going to require a knot, so I've already knotted it here, but for good measure I'm going to go ahead and knot it one more time and cut this off. I could weave this in because it's short enough tail, but I'm not going to do that because I don't think I need to. I've already got it nice and secure. Okay, once I get to the spot where I'm going to tie my knot off, I'm going to pull it on through and tie an actual knot. So once we tie that knot, don't cut this too close to the knot, but that knit tube can unravel if you don't have a knot. Okay, so now there you have it, a very cool chunky cowl that has been done by hand. Now they're showing on the package that this is extremely elongated. I haven't gotten one that long, but I'll show you a trick. So this is just a regular size here, right? So actually, if you can take it and kind of pull it and work it that way, look how much this stretched. So have fun with it. I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Anybody can do this. It just takes some extra amount of patience, and because of the way that this yarn is, it's really forgiving for having a nice, cool, textured cowl. So have a great day and happy crafting. Bye-bye.